Today we are going to start very important series of lecture for the road failure, because when we are doing job in the field, we have to go and to check the road. Sometimes we are given some instruction, go and check the road and why this road failure has occurred. So that's why now this series of lecture will be about the road failure, and I will try to explain it in easiest way and in shortest way for you to understand. Normally, it is generally recommended that the design life means the life up to which the road has to serve, it is taken as 15 years. What is purpose? For transporting and carrying vehicle from one place to other. Keep this word, from one place to other. This is the function of this road. But this is a general principle. Sometimes it may be more than this design life. Sometimes depending upon the weather, maybe less than this one. So I have made one assumption. Suppose you have certain road and its design life is 15 years, but still this time is not passed. Maybe you can say still 5 years is passed, still 7 years is passed, 10 years is passed, but road is now more able for carrying the vehicle from one place to another. When the road is no more able to carrying the vehicle and the people from one place to another, then we can say to this failure known as premature failure. Before the design life, when the road is going to be the disintegrated, road is no more safe to the travel, so it means premature failure has occurred. So this was just introduction about this one, about this premature failure. Like when we say that the road is going to have this premature failure before its design life, what you observe from this one? Mean structure is damaged. Your surface not safe. See this roughness of the surface, which is a part of this. Like this one. These are the factors. Like this, we can say that the structure of this road is not safe. This structure is damaged. So due to this one, when the structure of this road is gone, it's no more able to sustain its life. And when we say that roughness of the surface is actually related to the friction. Or maybe some other reason. All of these factors leading to premature failure. But rather than discussing why the structure is damaged, why surface is not safe, what are these reasons, so rather than going to discuss these factors, this is the assumption. But now, from this assumption, we will go to the engineering point of view that why this has happened. So in order to explain to this one, it is generally assumed that if the structure is damaged, maybe we can say that due to the traffic. One factor. Second factor, you can say that this is damage due to the moisture. Third factor, maybe because the lowest layer known as the subgrade layer, and it is common practice in the developing countries that the peoples are not having skilled labor, or the contractor or the man or the company who is going to make the baby, they have some lack of the skilled labor. So due to this one, construction quality can be the reason of this failure. Last one, periodic maintenance. These are the 5 factors, in my point of view, which are going to disintegrate the road before its design life. So I will not go in detail too much of this one. Just for your introduction or for your information, I will go on telling briefly about these 5 topics. So first of all, let me explain about this traffic. You know, every road is designed to bear certain load. Known as repetition axle load, and this magnitude of the load. Now I come to this one because these are the factors related to the traffic. We are going to design the road in different sections. Like some road has to bear very heavy traffic, their design will be different. Some road has to bear the light traffic, it is made to for the transportation of light vehicles, its design will be different. When we have some typical road, it is designed for LTB low traffic. Over this, when heavy traffic is coming, the structure is no more able to sustain this one. When more, maybe 1 time, 2 time passes not, when repetitive cycles of this axle load are coming, this road will no more be able to sustain its structure, and the road is going to disintegrate. Road will break. Road is not showing its characteristics for the safe travel. So this is the reason that each road is designed for the repetition of certain load. When amount of the load will increase, when the repetitive cycle will increase, the load is going to disintegrate. Load is going to have the deformation. So this is the first your introduction about that how the traffic is going to disintegrate the road before it is designed by. And second point, which I had already told you, that's about the moisture. Now the condition for this moisture, what is the moisture? Try to understand what is the moisture. Moisture means we have this surface and these are the cracks in the surface, and when there is a rainfall, this water can penetrate through these holes and it is going the understructure because this is our asphaltic surface. After this asphaltic surface, we have our layer known as aggregate base course, and after this we have our subgrade layer. When the load is exerted and it is going to be transferred to the subgrade layer. Now due to these cracks, now this water is touching to this layer and it is also going to this layer. Similarly, and second factor, suppose our water table is at this position. This is our water table. Now water table is also rising due to the capillary action. This what I have shown, this is known as the capillary action. That water is going and moisture has entered into this region. When moisture has introduced itself into the subgrade layer and the asphalt base course layer, it is going to work as a lubrication. Or lubrication means now the particles get separate from each other. Try to understand this point. Particles get separate from each other. Now, when particles get separate from each other, and this is my load, what will happen? When the load is being exerted, now this structure is no more able to sustain the load. What will be result? Load is going to damage your road. So that is why this point is very important to understand. Moisture is going to lubricate this surface. Due to this lubrication, particles get separate from each other. In this way, the road is going to be damaged. So this was a very important point for you to understand. Now, next, third point, which I have already explained to you, subgrade. Just for your introduction, this is our asphalt surface. After this asphalt surface, we have our aggregate base course layer. A, B, C mean aggregate. After this aggregate base course layer, we have this layer. This is known as subgrade. Try to understand. First one is the asphaltic surface. After this asphaltic surface, we have this layer known as our aggregate base course layer A, B, C. First asphaltic, second, and the last one is our subgrade. When your subgrade material has to bear the load, axle load, because this load is being transferred up to the subgrade layer, like this one. This load is being transferred, like I have shown you over here. This is the transfer of load on this area. This area is known as subgrade. When your subgrade material is of low quality, low quality means not able to bear the load. Try to understand. This lowest layer, known as the subgrade, it has to bear the load. When it is of the poor quality, it is not able to sustain, or it is not able to bear the load exerted of this point. Then what will be the result? Disintegration of load, or you can say the failure. This failure due to which condition? Due to the subgrade quality. So this was just introduction about this subgrade. Now I will come to my next point. That is the construction quality. Construction quality means whenever we are going to develop the road, we are using the material. I will not go in detail what type of the material is, because in my previous videos I have explained it very well. Just I will concentrate this word material. This material, when it is laid on the side, it needs compaction. Like you have laid asphalt base course, asphalt bearing course, you have laid aggregate base course, you have laid the subgrade material. All these material need compaction. If compaction is not proper, then failure will happen. F-A-I-L, fail. After the compaction, your two material, your aggregate base course and subgrade, SG means subgrade material, need to be mixed with water. If aggregate base course and subgrade need to be mixed with water in order to make good material that it can be laid down and compacted smoothly. If moisture is less or very less, it is going to lead to the road failure. This failure means road failure. Third point, material quality. If it is of the poor quality, then road failure. Fourth point, please try to understand. Aggregate base course layer, subgrade layer, or your asphaltic surface, each layer is going to have proper thickness as per the road cross section. So next point you can say that thickness. If your thickness is not proper, let me explain it to you. Suppose you need the layer of aggregate base course should be 15 cm as per your cross section, but you have laid it in 10 cm. Your subgrade material need to be 2 layer of 15 cm, but you have laid down only 20 cm. It means you have played with the margin, you have not made the proper layer. So it means when the layer thickness is reduced, it's no more able to sustain the load and road failure will happen. That's why, how can we mitigate this effect? How can we mitigate this effect? How can we mitigate? But these are the effects. Its solution is only skilled labor. If we have the skilled labor know how to make the compaction, skilled labor know that proper moisture content is required, skilled labor know material quality should be good, this skilled labor know that thickness should not be reduced. In this way, whatever the road we are going to make, it will be of the good quality. And second, when we have done this road, after this, tests are always conducted in order to check the compaction. Test is always conducted in order to check this moisture content. Test is always conducted to check the layer thickness. So that is why the test is also conducted for verification. I hope you have understand this one. Now, last point. About this discussion is periodic maintenance. Please try to understand this. Whenever you have made any road, whatsoever good procedures you have adopted to make this road will be good. But with the passage of time, it is going to deteriorate. With the passage of time, you will see it needs some type of the repair. Rather than you will wait that road is being damaged badly, then you are going to start your maintenance. That time, the train is gone. That will not be the suitable time. So suitable time means random and periodic maintenance required to increase the life of the road. If you have made any road, you say this road is very good. After 3 years, 4 years, you are going back, you are seeing this road is damaged. If you have not done the repairing after 3 years, 4 years, you are waiting for other 2 years, The road is absolutely damaged. The road is going to be disintegrated very badly. Road has failed to produce the service to the people. So that is why every random period you should have to check your roads, and you should have to check the point where some repairing is required. Go on doing this type of repairing in order to prolong the life of the road. And thank you very much for seeing this video. If you have any comments, please let me know and I will explain it. Thank you, please.